Welcome to the 7 segment display tutorial part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, I suggest you watch it. It goes through the detail of how to create the first segment. Basically, a 7 segment display consists of 7 segments, and yeah, that first tutorial it just goes into detail on how to create a segment. This one, it won't go into the detail. It's basically just going to quickly create the full 7 segment display. So yeah, we'll just go to the splash screen. It's Blender 2.63. So if you can download that specific version, Blender will change over time and the GUI will change, and it may be hard to follow this tutorial, but if you can get Blender 2.63, that will make it easier to follow this tutorial. So yeah, just press escape, get rid of the splash screen, go up to file and load factory settings. Basically it just brings the application back to a clean state, and yeah, from here we can start. Now normally I work in units of 0.5, so we're going to squish this cube up into a rectangle so that it'll start to look like our first segment. So yeah, we're going to do segment G, which is the middle one. So we're going to press, oh yeah, you can hold down the middle mouse button and rotate your cube around so that you can get to all the vertices, all the edges and all the faces. So here we want to press tab, go into edit mode. Down here we want to select faces, select the top, and we're going to use this blue arrow to affect the Z-axis. And we're going to squish it down to 0.5. Now we're squishing it down, we don't know how far down yet. So we're going to press N, and that'll bring up our units. And basically, yep, our Z's moving, and we want to bring it down to 0.5. Click in the Z field, go to exactly 0.5. Use the middle mouse button to rotate. We select the bottom, do the same thing again. Move that face up to minus 0.5. It's about there. Click in the Z field, type in exactly minus 0.5 to quantize it. Now the reason why we're quantizing the units is that we're going to be creating this 7 segment, this first segment, and then we're going to be duplicating it and rotating it. We're going to be moving them around, and if they're quantized, they'll fit together perfectly. Let's continue on. We want to squish this cube up a bit more, so it looks like a rectangle. So we're going to pick that face there, and we're going to squish it down to 0.5. So this is the y-axis. So it's about there. That's 0.48. We're going to bring it to exactly 0.5. Select the face below and bring it up to 0.5. There we go. Let's make it exactly minus 0.5. And it's starting to look like, oh, it's getting there. So we select this face, we're going to drag it out to about 2, which is about there. The X is changing, so let's make the X 2.0. And we're going to pull this face out, so we select it, pull it out to about minus 2. It's about there. Let's make it exactly minus 2.0. So our segment's starting to take shape. Now we want to choose this face. We're going to use the knife, and we're going to select 2 points up here and down here. Press enter, chop our face in half, and we're going to select vertices, and we're going to select our 2 new vertices and quantize the X, Y, Z to the Y should be 0. And yep, they're all correct. and y should be 0 on here as well. Cool. And now we're going to choose edges, select that edge, and we're going to pull this out to the x is moving and it's going from 2 to 2.5. So let's make that exactly 2.5 and go around to the other side, do exactly the same thing. So we're going to go face, and we're going to go knife, and we're going to cut it in half. Press enter, select vertices and select our new vertices. Make sure that they're quantized, change the y to 0. Same with that one there. The y to 0. All the others are quantized, that's pretty good. And now we're going to select edges, select the edge, and we're going to pull that edge out from -2 to -2.5. -2.5. And now we're going to, now we're going to select vertices, and we're just going to select each vertice and make sure that they're quantized to exactly 0.5. They're all correct. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. If we quantize this segment now, when we duplicate them, they'll all be quantized. Yep. Yep, that's all good. Yep, that's all good. That's all good. So there, we've got our first segment. We press tab to get out of edit mode. We want to be object mode, and we select our object and we press Shift D. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be duplicating. Have we got the Z around the wrong way? Yeah. Hang on. Ah, that's better. So from here, we select our object, we go Shift D, and we've automatically got a second object, and we're going to put it about here. So we use the left mouse button, and then we want to rotate it. So we're going to press, let's just move that screen around a bit more. Press R, and we don't want to do that. We want to go here, press rotate, and we want to specifically choose that blue axis, and we're going to spin it around, and we can watch our Z angle, and right now it's -90. It's -91. So up here we're going to change that and quantize it to exactly -90. Yep, that's exactly what we want. And now we want to change from rotate back to just normal selection, and we're going to move this, and we just pick a vertice and just move it so that they're close. There we go. Let's have a look. Haven't joined up too well, but that's fine. That's exactly what we want. I want to demonstrate how to fix up these sorts of problems. So from here we just duplicate again. Check that. Oh, Shift D. And just put it over there. That's fine. And then we go Shift D again, and we go down here. That's fine. Shift D again. Now select the one in the middle. Shift D. And we go Shift D again. And put that there. Alright. Oh, let's move this guy a bit more. That's better. Now if we swing our model around, Oh, there we need to fix that up. So yeah, this is typical of what happens, and it's very easy to fix up. So basically, you just want all of your segments to be roughly in the right position. Now, the first thing we want to do is fix up these Z's. So how that's higher than that, and that's higher than that, and that's higher than that. We need to set all those Z's to 0. So we select each, and yeah, that's almost 0, but we want to make it exactly 0. Did that move? Yes, it did. We select that, and we go 0. And you can probably see what's happening there. Z, Z0, bang. What's this one? It's already 0. That's Z's almost 0. I want it to be exactly 0. That's 0. And that's 0. And now we can use our mouse wheel, the wheel mouse, to zoom in and out. The wheel button, and then we can hold onto it to spin around. And yeah, our Z's looking really good. Now we just want to fix up these gaps. So what we do is just quantize the x and y. So for this one, that's minus 2.58, so just make it minus 2.5. Fix up the y, 2.5. And this one down here, yeah, the x should be 0, y should be 5. Let's go this one over here. X should be 2.5. Y should be 2.5. Basically, we just select them all and make sure that all the units are quantized to 0.5, 2.5, and this one is minus 2.5. Oh, 2.5, and this one here is x is 0, y is minus 5, and this one here, the x is minus 2.5, I think. Yep. Y is minus 2.5. And yeah, we just go through and just make sure that you want to make sure that the Z rotation is exactly minus 90. Otherwise, they're kind of rotated and on an angle. And we want to make sure that the X, Y, and Z's are all within, they've got to be in units of 0.5. So it's looking pretty good. Yep, they are good, good, and good. Alright, there we go. If we go tab, I think it's A, that's it. Select all, select none, there we go, and there we have it. We've got the exact thing we wanted, a 7-segment display. Now we can export. There's 7 models there. We can export them into C++, into an application, or Objective-C, and from there we can either display or not display each segment, and we can create our numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way up to 9 and 0. So yeah, there we have it.